Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Nigga. Today we talking about ADOS Voodoo. If that title strikes a chord with y'all in any way. So to start this, I want to talk about the models that we have for voodoo, like an ADOS specific voodoo that we use as a weapon against white supremacy, period. And in those models, we want to look at what elements we can use and kind of glean off of to create this, right? It's just something I've been thinking about. You know, been on social media for the weekend. Hope y'all had a good weekend for those of you who had a days off or whatever and was just doing what you was doing or whatever. But I couldn't sleep, you know what I mean? I couldn't sleep through this like a lot of our people, you know what I mean? You get a break and niggas go brain dead for days and it's like, nah, nigga. That's the time when you should be moving. When everybody sleep, nigga, it's time to move. Like right now, nigga, this is fireside chat hours. Shout out to Mama D, you know what I mean? On that fireside chat behavior, you know what I mean? This is, you don't know, in the slave quarters when master sleep type hours type shit I'm doing, right? I just couldn't sleep through the fucking break that niggas was having and niggas on that weekend warrior shit. I wasn't having it. Your boy P ain't having it. I mean, niggas. So, we want to talk about the models that we have for voodoo. And again, what can we get from what we already know about our own damn tradition of voodoo and our own damn black people made shit? And I'm going to give more detail behind that description. What do we have behind that that can puzzle over to the ADOS movement and the cause and everything that we are prioritizing now, right? So voodoo as we know it, let me get to I know the chat probably up, somebody up. Yeah, what up, Sterling? I knew somebody was up. What's good? What's good? You ain't think I was gonna miss you, right? You ain't think, I mean, no. What's good though? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. So, what do we know about voodoo in general? We know that, you know, people talk about the ancestor communication aspect of it. Talk about the nature communication aspect of it. There's food that come along with it. There's music. There's architecture. And then there's voodoo on top of all of that as a culture, right? All of that come together, right? Right? And the question is, or rather the focus is, how can voodoo be used to end the satanic ritual known as white supremacy with an ADOS twist on it? You know what I mean? We about reparations. If motherfuckers is pussyfooting for too long, right? We can't have it, so we're going to start running some goddamn magical spells, some magic and some whatever the fuck, and I don't give a fuck, right? I guess that's more hoodoo. We're talking about that type of shit. And I'll probably do a post on ADOS hoodoo as soon as I get enough info on it. I know that. But voodoo is kind of like a base that I want us to look at. It's a model of communicating, a culture of communicating. I think is the most standout element of it. And I'll explain to y'all how it can hit white supremacist society based on what I've been able to uncover. Phone lines is open, so y'all call up and let me know y'all's take on things. I've been vibing with a few different people and personalities across the black community, this weekend from all different backgrounds, all different countries. This weekend it's been real different, but not different. This is kind of the shit I do, but still, like, you know, uncovering some certain things. And I want y'all to, you know, kind of be in a space with it with me, since y'all my subscribers. Like, come on over here, you know. Come on over here and check your boy out, right? Hope I see. Likewise, be good to hear from you. Yeah. You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Oh, still learning in the comments says, I believe that voodoo is real. I played with it many years ago, and it was effective for me, but came with drastic consequences that I put it on. I decided not to mess with it again. We're going to get into that. Still learning. I'm glad you brought that up, still learning. We're going to get into the consequential element of it, the negative consequential element of it, right? Because positive consequences is a consequence too. But we're going to get into that. I'm glad you brought that up. Still learning. Thank you for that. Thank you. But let me just start at a base level. You know, we hear that voodoo is bad. We see it characterized in white supremacist media as some antiquated devil worshiping and whatnot. And there's a reason for that. All right, because white supremacist society, they know that it'll get up in that ass. All right. So I challenge that notion so much because we have record of people using voodoo and its rituals as a means to free people from the grip of evil. Okay? Of people who sought to dehumanize people indefinitely type shit, right? We have examples of that. We've seen Haiti. We have seen examples in Africa, right? Voodoo was used as an instrument to help black people. And white supremacist society has a documented history of hating it for those reasons. So we want to check that. I want to get into that. Oh, let me. Oh. Still learning says drastic consequences for those I put it on. Yeah. We're gonna look into that. We're gonna get into that. Still learning. I'm glad you're here. Still, I'm really glad you're here to vibe with me on this shit. This is the. I was hoping to get that back and forth. I was hoping to get, right. So where do we start? Let's start at the base level of motherfuckers acting like voodoo is some devil worship shit just because the satanic regime known as white supremacist society told them so. To y'all, I say this. Look, I don't know if I can help y'all niggas at this point. Y'all that's talking that shit, I don't know if I can help y'all. Y'all still believing in white Jesus. You still believing that white people are good for practicing a satanic ritual known as white supremacy worldwide. I can't help you. If you think your open enemies are good, I can't help you with this cast. ADOS niggas can't help. You know what I mean? All my Hebrew Israelites, I know y'all come to this channel. I know y'all fuck around with my channel. Look, all my Hebrew Israelites, all my Bible thumpers, all y'all, look. This might not be something y'all into. It's okay if y'all bow the fuck out on this one. I ain't mad. Like I said, when I was a child, I was a Hebrew Israelite. And as I got older, I became reared up by the nation of the gods on earth. The nation, right? So I know how I feel to leave the room when y'all be on. I know how I feel when y'all got to leave the room, right? Leave the room. If it ain't for y'all, leave the room. Right? And all my family that's still with the Hebrews, like, they know it's like, yeah, he ain't on he ain't on what we on, but go ahead, boy, go ahead. You know what I mean? Because they know too that when I'm kicking it ain't no fluff. They know that it ain't rooted in no garbage. They know that there's some shit that they probably didn't undertake in their time in this life. So they see like, all right, he on some shit that You're too proud to try to turn back. I get it. Y'all too proud to turn back. I get it. Come on, we get it. But look, we moving. We doing this. And hope y'all know. Hope y'all know. Now let's talk about, since you brought that up, still learning, I'm gonna go on and jump on that now. Let's talk about this notion of evil spirits and evil deities. You brought up that it had fucked up consequences for the people that you put it on. Still learning, I want to tell you that that is what the fuck is supposed to do, though, if that's the intent behind it. If that's your intent behind it, right? There's many legs to voodoo. There's a healing element to it. There's a holistic culture to it. There's medicine culture to it. There's all kind of elements to it. But if that was your intention, still learning, was to see a negative end out of it, that's what it is. That was your intent. All actions are judged by intent. If that was your intent, then the outcome of whatever effort that you put into doing that, it was meant. Right? But I'm going to say this, I've heard certain people in the community, the voodoo community, kick this type of knowledge, right? They'll kick it like this and be like, yo, there's what we call, more nicer deities or loas, I guess is the name is the term that's used, loas, right? L-O-A, loas, right? Plural. There's good motherfuckers and bad motherfuckers, right? You got good spirits or deities or whatever, and you got evil motherfuckers, right? And let me tell y'all this, man. I don't know how much detail I want to give y'all about this, about my life, but I mean, goddamn, I'm not, oh, hold up. Let me say this first, and then I'm gonna get on to what I'm gonna say. Let me read what Still Learning put in the comments real quick. Still Learning says, never thought to use it against white supremacists. This will be an interesting conversation. Yeah, like, what the fuck have we been doing, aiming our guns at the wrong direction, right? Still Learning also says there were supposed to be love spells, okay? Now, I've heard that that's not actually voodoo, Still Learning. I heard that that's hoodoo. I heard that's hoodoo when it comes to moving a person to do certain shit. I heard that's what it was. Maybe you might know more, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, from my research, that's what I heard. I heard it ain't voodoo, and it's the difference between the two, which is why I started this one off with voodoo as a communicative, right? About communication and certain communications that are made in order to weaponize us in ways. I'm going to get to that, right? But Still Learning says, laughing out loud, and it worked, but those men I used it on, one got cancer at a young age and the other died. It wasn't immediately, but both were very young. Word. Still Learning says, oh, I did not know there was a difference. Yeah, there's a difference. There is a difference. There is a difference, Still Learning. So we're going to try to tool that into our subscribership. You know what I mean? The people that's on my channel, we're going to know the difference. We're going to know the weaponry that we got access to while we in this terrain. And we're going to work with it like that. We're going to work that shit like that, man. But back to the premise of good loas, evil loas, good spirits, good deities, evil deities. You hear Christian motherfuckers say, oh, I don't mess with that voodoo because, you could be tapping into some evil spirit. You could let evil spirits into the world that ain't supposed to. Let me look at that. Let me say this. Like I said, I don't know how much detail I want to give y'all as far as, my past life dealings and all this shit, man. I mean, shit was grimy. I've given y'all the basis. I've explained to y'all, look, I wasn't mackish, pimpish like Tariq. I use Tariq as an example. We love Tariq. I use him as an example just to say that, right? I ran with the gangsters, right? I tell y'all that. And I think I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't want to give y'all no other descriptions because y'all minds will start going everywhere else. And I don't want y'all to do like that. I want y'all to just kind of I mean, I mean, as I evolve on this channel, I might give y'all certain details, but let me just keep it like that for the sanctity of YouTube type shit, right? But let me tell you something about an evil motherfucker though, an evil spirit, right? Evil spirit, like I done been around motherfuckers that got evil spirits for real. Not just been around, but like 14, since I was a child, like forced to be around motherfuckers, forced to do G shit with these niggas. I mean, mission after mission through my teens, into my 20s, into my late 20s. Like that shit didn't stop for me like it did for a lot of niggas. I didn't have no break in my shit like a lot of niggas did. It wasn't no break. It was continuous submersion in this shit. If that's the word, submersion. Like nigga, like being on this level of mechanic of nigga, right? If that makes sense to y'all, right? I'm telling y'all, man, I done been in a room with evil ass niggas, man. Evil motherfuckers, man. Evil motherfuckers. Evil. I'll put it to you like that. Straight up evil. And one thing I've learned is that, hey, you know, an evil motherfucker, you can kick to them certain things, right? You need everybody. I want to say you need everybody. I don't discount a motherfucker just because they evil. If that makes sense to y'all, right? I don't discount a motherfucker just because they are evil spirit. I know that we're taught if somebody gives us a certain level of anxiety to kind of defend against them, to kind of fear them in a way or whatever. But nigga, like I was in a situation where I didn't have no option but to confront all the evilest motherfuckers you could think of. The most heinous niggas you could think of in your life. I done had to go weapon to weapon with these niggas. Is that saying too much? Damn. All right. So I'm saying, like, what that feel like, you know what I mean? To the niggas that you could land it with, to the niggas that you could land it at a conversation with, like, look, nigga, we've been going back and forth over this shit, nigga. This ain't really. Every time I see you, I'm jumping on you. Every time you see me, you jumping on me. Like, nigga, we don't need to carry on like this. I mean, for niggas I've been able to have that kind of conversation, we done kind of landed with niggas and kind of clear the air with certain niggas, right? Certain niggas, right? What that look like is, okay, a motherfucker that is not good can be dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? So I hear all of this talk of, oh, the evil spirits, you might bring evil spirits into the world, into the earth realm that we don't necessarily want to bring around. Like, but I say this, man, bring them evil motherfuckers on. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm different, but bring them evil motherfuckers into my presence, man. Whatever those evil spirits are, bring them here. Because I know that it's the reason why they're able to be conjured up in the first place. The reason that they're able to be conjured and brought into the earth plane where we at in the first place is because it's probably some shit that, it's probably something to do with the duality of just the energies in the universe. The fact that they're able to even be called upon in the first place. It has something to do with the universe not dealing in just one element of anything. It doesn't deal in just the masculine. It deals in the feminine. It don't just deal in what's good, quote unquote good. It deal also in what's fucked up, right? It deal in all those elements. So to have that kind of energy be able to be introduced or reintroduced to the universe, it's a reason behind that shit. I don't see that as being a barrier. I think that we get a lot of evil energies, fucked up energies rather, waltzing the fucking globe because what? Motherfuckers' journey in their previous travels, it wasn't complete. They still had shit they had to learn. That's why they keep coming the fuck back. Because they had shit they did not complete, shit that they didn't learn to optimize themselves. And that's what life experience is about. It's about you becoming an optimal being. If they stifled out their optimalness or stifled out their optimality, is that a word? Optimalness or optimality, whatever. If they cut their optimalness short because they went on a fucking tangent and just went psycho and went fucked up and just real went fucked up in their mind, like their whole life got fucked up and they did a bunch of wild, crazy shit, right? And their life just ended, cut short, being an evil motherfucker, whatever the fuck they crashed into, however the fuck they crashed out, they're gonna keep coming the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. That energy gonna keep coming the fuck back anyway, for the lesson that's gonna get them to a more optimal state. And they're gonna keep coming. They're gonna keep crashing out and keep coming back, and keep crashing out and keep coming back, and keep crashing out and keep coming back, right? In my mind, in my eyes, that's how I see this shit, right? Just saying, like, I put it together in an energetic way. We have these energetic conversations on my channel. We're gonna get on it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hear the different synopsis. Y'all gonna hear my take on it, right? So, put me in a room with an evil ass spirit from however the fuck long. I'm gonna be like, evil spirit, what's up, nigga? What's up, motherfucker? Are you cool enough to go after reparations, nigga? You ready for that? That's all I'm talking about. I know you motherfuckers is evil, but nigga, do this. You understand? Are you cool enough to go after reparations type shit? This is what I'm kicking with the ADOS psychology. This is what go into that curriculum with your boy P. This is what go into that shit for me, right? Oh, let me get to okay, so for those listening, understand, that's what I'm kicking with it. That's where I'm at with it. And I think it's just important for us to address our own damn culture, not to have people tell us shit like, you know, who we are or what we are. That shit is dangerous. That shit is dangerous for people to sit up and tell us that we can't look at this energy or examine this energy or deal with this kind of energy or whatever the fuck, for whatever reason they make up in their own mind. Because you never know what you can find out of that shit. That's my point. So I want to touch on those points to begin with. So in modeling an ADOS specific voodoo, just talking about voodoo today, what can we model it after? What can we model it after? And naturally, Louisiana voodoo comes to mind. The Gullah voodoo, that comes to mind. The Gullah Geechee culture, that comes to mind. Haitian voodoo comes to mind. There are other types. We got Cuban voodoo. I forgot the name, something Libra, some shit it's called. We got Brazilian voodoo, African voodoo. They're all different types. And motherfucker, we need ADOS voodoo. What are y'all talking about? So we know in Louisiana, voodoo was practiced in New Orleans. It eventually spread to all of Louisiana, right? And it came directly from a lot of those Western African cultures. We know, like the Akan culture. That's a big slave population, came from the Akan culture. We know about the Congo culture, the Igbo culture. Those were, you know, direct from West African culture type contributions to voodoo. I'm just naming those few, but it was a whole bunch more of them. And Louisianian voodoo is heavily Congo and Ewe influence from my work and my research, right? So what's unique about Louisianian voodoo is that that form of voodoo is more keen to our experience, our situation here in America, right? Like getting motherfuckers off our backs, right? Protection and that type of shit, right? I put Louisiana voodoo in a different category just off of that. And from what I hear that it didn't stop off in Haiti or nowhere. It didn't have no intermediaries nowhere. It didn't stop nowhere else. It came directly from those tribal areas in Africa that I mentioned and made it right directly up into that Gulfport area in Louisiana, right? New Orleans. This is what I've heard. According to one of these sisters, what's her name? Kalinda LeBeau. She's on YouTube. Yo, if she start making YouTube videos again, I would love to have her on. I would love to have her on my show. But Louisiana voodoo, it's not a product of Haitian voodoo. Right? It's not a product. It's not some baby of Haitian voodoo. People kind of get that shit twisted. There's similarities in Louisiana voodoo cultures, right? Like it's an Afro-Creole culture. So there's a similarity in the Creole culture element. Afro-Creole meaning African and Creole, which is Creole is a culture, right? And from what has been uncovered, I'll say, both of the cultures, like the Haitian and the Louisianan cultures, they kind of developed out of sync with each other, right? Some things in both cultures develop simultaneously, but for the most part, their ground states develop out of sync, right? So they're not the same, basically. And I'm looking for more information on that, while we weapon gathering here on Team ADOS Voodoo, you know what I mean? While we weapon gathering on this, right? But the Sister Laveau, she really broke down Afro-Creole not being a race, but it's a culture. And, you had free black people and slave black people that were practitioners of the culture. It wasn't just about, you having a certain kind of skin tone. You hear a lot of people, they'll run that shit. Oh, I'm Creole. Like, that's something, like you got some sort of special type of skin tone. That's something that motherfuckers run with out here in the South. I don't know. It's confusion behind that. There's dark-skinned Creole people. It's not just some light-skinned shit going on. Motherfuckers seem to be brainwashed by that shit. It's that colorism shit. These motherfuckers try to add some sort of speciality to light skin. Like, fuck all that. Nope. Dark skin and light skin, more fair skin or whatever, Creole cultured people, right? And like I said, you got Creole culture throughout the Caribbean. It's prevalent in Latin America. Just think about it. Like, you're getting all kind of people. It ain't just light-skinned motherfuckers. Let me go to my comments real quick. Okay, so we chilling on the comments. Okay, so it's that. Right? And I also want to touch a little bit on the Haitian voodoo as a model, right? The reason I think there's so much strife in Haiti right now is because of what the voodoo culture was able to do to the Spanish and the English out there. There's a jealousy of the Spanish and the English population in Haiti and around Haiti and that interact with Haiti off of that shit. Because when those groups come through and come around Haiti, what they doing? They're kind of revisiting and reconjuring those jealous ass, hateful ass energies that caused Haiti to revolt in the first place during the Haiti Revolution. And reconjuring the maltreatment of the Haitian black population. They got mad when that name got changed from Saint Domingue to Haiti. You know what I'm saying? When the name changed, they got mad at that shit. They hated that because that was a testament to the Haitian original population, which was the Arawaks. The Arawak Moors. This was a Moor population. For those that they call the Arawak Indians, these were Moors, for those that don't know. All right? So it was again the conflict of the Spanish versus the Moors, the English versus the Moors, right? This is what that was symbolizing at that time. And it was except this time, goddammit, what happened? The Spanish lost, the English lost. So that undercurrent is steadily bubbling over there. That's why when them Haitians come over here coning and shit, we know they came from some weird, weak ass stock of Negro out there to come all the way out here and to be nut hugging the Englishmen, to be nut hugging the Spanish, and oh, I ain't Dominican. I ain't Dominican. Oh, I'm. And yo, look, I had a brother in my comments a few days ago, Mo Green. Mo Green, I want you to call in this week, Mo Green. We gonna holler, bro. I've been trying to get in contact with you since I was doing the military coon videos, man. You laid down some information I thought was cool, but I want to holler at, you know, brothers that's on that Latino mixed black women mixed with other women shit is more desirable shit. I want to holler at niggas on that shit so I can see what the psychology is, because I don't understand it. So I want to know, and people in my viewership want to know. But Mo Green, yeah, holler at me this week, Mo. If you in the spot, man, if you around and you catch this cast or whatever, holler at me, man. I want to do a particular show. I'm going to do a couple shows about some coons or some coonettes this week. Y'all going to feel it. Then I'll get into the serious shit by the end of the week. I got some other shit I want to do. Y'all already know I'm going to do my Latinos and what they owe on reparations past the end of the Civil War. We gonna do that. I'm already ready with that. But yeah. But like I said, you know, there's residual energy. God damn it. I'm talking about, oh, this motherfucker good. This is great. Boy, this shit staying on good like a motherfucker. I can't see none of the tattoo, Nick. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, there's that residual energy out there in Haiti, is what we talking about, that's oppressive and is playing out based on the jealousy of the English and the Spanish having lost the Haitian Revolution. We see the Englishmen have revisited that territory like the fucking Clintons to keep certain feet on the people out there, right? But we know the voodoo energy out there is real. We know the voodoo energy is out there too. And we know people on the ground who have been reared up in the culture and demand respect for it, especially for, you know, whoever the fuck want to be a practitioner of it. I know with the voodoo culture out there, from what I've picked up from a sister called, what's her name? Hathor Akhenaten. Hathor, yo, if you start doing these type of videos again, you want to get on the cast and spread knowledge, we welcome you over here, Hathor. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she was breaking it down like that shit is like, it's by bloodline or you get initiated into the shit. She's on the Haitian voodoo side of the game, right? So, you know, we ADOS, you know what I'm saying? We on some non-bloodline shit in terms of the Haitian voodoo shit. But like I said, we got our own shit. We got Louisiana voodoo. We got the Geechee culture, right? We got shit we can turn to. But this is the turn I was trying to tell y'all that this channel was going to take. I mean, I just been hanging around to see if anybody had close-up knowledge of voodoo being used in war. You know what I mean? It's just a general sense. We're trying to get reparations. This is war, motherfucker. Now, some people that's going to coon, they're going to say, what? Oh, y'all niggas just cheating. That's cheating. Nah, shut the fuck up. You know, I'm not looking for none of these other groups of voodoo people to really help us. Like, I'm not looking for no Haitian voodoo people to help us, though they probably should. I ain't looking for Latino, Cuban voodoo people to help us, though they probably should. I'm sure this is, you know, what should be happening. I'm not looking for African voodoo people to help us in this quest, though we know they motherfucking ass should. But, you know, what? Motherfuckers should be helping us, though. I'm going to say that. They should be helping us, you know what I mean? Haiti, what? They bounced back. After they got free, they went to go help the Peruvians, the Bolivians, the Ecuadorians, the Venezuelans. They went to help out all these other motherfuckers get free after motherfucking their revolution pop. Gave them all kind of, an example that they always try to bring up is that dude, what's his name? Simon Bolivar. Looks like Simon, but it's Simon, I'm sure. Out of Venezuela. And that brother Patillon, who's the president of Haiti in the years after the revolution of Haiti, right? Helped this dude get free where he was at in Venezuela. Let me pull up a couple pictures just to do it. There you go. That's that boy Patillon. It's like, fuck it, we free. Finna help y'all niggas. I mean, you Latinos. Y'all not niggas. Y'all Latinos. Goes Bolivar. He went to go help his ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to help niggas out here. ADOS, okay. Y'all helped his ass out, right? But okay, I ain't tripping. We got our own shit. I ain't tripping. Yeah, man. And just to give y'all a little more confidence in this, voodoo is a real weapon. Is the point I wanted to get at. It's a weapon that white supremacist society here is very familiar with. They're very familiar with it, and they're very familiar with what it does. It's a real weapon. We know that voodoo used to be criminalized in America. It was criminalized during slavery. You know what I mean? It was criminalized during the Civil War. Right? So we had to be slick about it. Gathering, anything like that, playing drums, doing anything like that. All these things were illegal for black people to do. We had black codes, we had slave codes. Black men couldn't even be around black women unless for the purpose of having sex. We couldn't read no book to our women. We couldn't do, there was some real shit going on. They was on some real hater shit. So just think about it, how we were simply relegated to procreation, real base animal type shit, right? They really fucked us up in the property game that we were in, right? And like I said, all these things as far as us getting together and vibing with each other, that shit was illegal for black people to do because white supremacist society knew that we would weaponize and we would get on their ass. We would use something like voodoo on their ass. And they knew it was a weapon that we came pre-packed with coming up out of Africa during the transatlantic slave trade. They already knew. And, you get white scholars that try to say that shit that, voodoo was about, natural remedies and holistic remedies and things like that. So a lot of black people, they were charged and locked up for crimes of practicing medicine without a license. No. Motherfucker, it was deeper than that. I mean, it was bigger than that. I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to frame y'all thought around this. On a plantation, we were doing chants that were making slave masters fall the fuck dead. Alright? Just think about that shit. Chants that make a motherfucker fall the fuck dead. Okay? So, what they did during slavery was they put out the slave mask. Y'all heard of slave mask? Let me show y'all the slave mask. We call it slave masks or skulls, bridles, they call them. It's different names, but that's what I put in the thumbnail, right? Just the vibration a motherfucker kick out of their physical melanated body was making white people be killed. Alright? So understand that. We're already high frequency beings, being melanated. We already hold a lot of frequency. We already know the science of, or I've kicked this before, before I even got on YouTube, I was kicking this shit like in the comment sections. We already know that high frequency vibrations cause degrading reactions and sulfur. So we're talking about sulfur based beings, Caucasians, right? So what do you think that a high frequency being like black people mean to them? Especially if we're in a highly refined, highly righteous, highly focused frequency. Let me show y'all a paper on it so y'all don't think that I'm just making this shit up. We're talking about a microscopic world where we have access to the energy in the world. Well, let's talk about what it do. Let me show y'all this. The linear Stark effect. for sulfur atoms in a strong high frequency laser field. So basically what you giving off all day is you giving off frequency. You giving off a field. A concentrated field based off whatever vibration that you are predominantly in. It can be a low vibration of a low hertz. It could be a high vibration of a high hertz value, a high hertzian value, right? Look at what I highlighted there. Degenerate molecular-like states are obtained for the ground state triplet of the laser-dressed sulfur atom for high frequency and moderate intensity laser parameters. What this is that, and I'll read the next sentence, the degenerate ground state is obtained for a laser intensity which is smaller by more than 1 order of magnitude than the intensity required for hydrogen atoms due to many electron screening effects. Basically what they're saying is the smaller the wavelength, with small wavelengths, that means high frequency. Small wavelength, high frequency is the same thing. You're degrading sulfur-based things. That's what this means. So we already know on a micro level what we're capable of doing to the Caucasian body. I'm just speaking some shit that motherfuckers, you know what I mean? There's elements to this that I just don't think we can afford to sleep on. I don't think this shit we can afford to sleep on. So we're talking about weaponizing against white supremacy and getting what the fuck we want in ways. I don't think this shit we can afford to sleep on. But back to the point, we're talking about us doing chants and stoking up vibrations that kill white people type shit. We wasn't getting killed by it. They were getting killed by it. I'm saying. So, think about that shit as we build on this shit, y'all. Think about that shit as we build on it. And I'll put the reference to this paper here. This paper is written by an Indian person. I'll put that paper up so y'all can just reference the linear Stark effect. Reference that. And y'all saw the skull's bridle, right? So just know that our reach as a people, it goes deeper than just the shit that we might be used to daily. Just us sitting back saying, look at what they doing to us. Look at what they doing to us. All on social media every day. Nah. I need y'all to get it. I need y'all to get it on my channel. I need y'all to understand it. And carry yourself like that. You know what I'm saying? On the other end. I mean, like... Man, I need y'all to get it. If you fuck with my channel, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm kicking. So, we're talking about what it is and what voodoo, represents, how it's been used, and the fact that motherfuckers know it's a weapon for us. Let's talk about what it's going to look like. Let's pull out a map. What's the spread of it and what the spread of it could look like? Because, we hear voodoo and we automatically think, Louisiana Creole culture and Gullah culture. We're just going to relegate it to North America. When we think about North American voodoo type shit, we think Louisiana and Gullah, South Carolina, as the roots. That will probably end up making the basis of ADOS voodoo, if you think about it. And the basis of what we passing on and what we teaching. You understand? And it ain't about being born in these places. You know what I mean? Like Louisiana, that Louisiana purchase, all that. Louisiana took up all the way up to what? Missouri, all of that shit. Took up all the South, right? So when we think about how Louisiana spread its own type of voodoo, during the slave time, and again, this is way before the Haitian Revolution, like about 100 years before the Haitian Revolution, this shit was on and cracking in Louisiana. We think about these areas like Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Florida. We think about those areas and it's like, all right, those could be some center points, but that shit also migrated. It also migrated to other places. It migrated from South Carolina to other places. You know what I mean? And it migrated by way of people who got their roots right here in the South. You know what I'm saying? True ADOS shit. The ADOS is our stomping grounds as the South right here, motherfucker. But that shit migrated to New York and Cali and shit like that. True ADOS ass places. Right? Because people move, people travel once they got free from bondage. It was that, right? So the premise is we just trying to repossess those routines that had us in that kind of power, y'all. Is my point with this video. And that put us in power. All right? I'm trying to look at all the things that put us in power across our history. So we can go on and use it on motherfuckers and be like, now, bitch, what? Fuck you. We won, bitch. You understand? That's what I'm kicking on my channel. While we not voting, while we organizing in different ways, by the time we come out this not voting coma, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be so formidable on so many grounds of this shit that the shit ain't even going to be funny. So that's what I'm getting at on this post, y'all. So that's my premise. I want us to kind of dig into that. And I want to, I got some people from different places who practice. I might just have a call in show. Look, if you done voodoo or practice that shit, let me know your experience with this shit. Call in. Call in, because we're in war and we need weapons. We're not playing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Where y'all at with that? Where y'all at kicking that? G-Man Junior 64, I see you, bro. What's good, man? What good, man? You know what I'm saying? I had to do this post, bro, on voodoo and how we need to be using it as ADOS. We need an ADOS specific voodoo, bro. That's what's up, bro. That's the G-Man Junior 64 say that's the cracker's biggest fear, that will mature spiritually. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going for, bro. That's what we need to be doing. You know what I mean? And I don't know how long you've been in the chat or whatever, bro. It's kind of a late cast. I did it late because I didn't want to miss, right? But, yeah, bro. Spiritual maturity is what they lack, what all other groups of people lack besides us. We've seen the spiritual journey from the beginning to its end, to the reincarnations. We know all of this shit. All we need to do is channel it in an organized way, or organize it and then channel it, right? That's what I'm saying. That shit is the game changer. Because we're in a satanic ritual. We're living in a satanic ritual put on by a satanic regime known as white supremacy and known as white supremacist society. The regime being white supremacist society, the ritual being white supremacy. And we need to smash on motherfuckers. Okay. So G-Man 364 says, I've been listening. My mom is from Louisiana and I have Creole blood and dark skin. Shit I was talking about. Okay. Right. So, yeah, man. It's about weaponing up, bro. That's what it is, man. We got to get the strap game right. That's what it is, man. Get our strap game right. Man. You know what I'm saying? ADOS voodoo is a strap, man. We need our own type of ADOS voodoo, man, so we can go ahead and get at life on life's terms and stop having to even worry about anybody else's terms. You understand? We got our own innate gift to us as a people. And like I said, the universe ain't gonna reward us with shit until we show our intelligence to the fullest capacity that we're known to do. We're not gonna get no awards until we dig into what the fuck we know and do what the fuck we already do. What the fuck we good at. And rep based off that. Right? So yeah. That's what we kicking. That's what we kicking, bro. But yeah, I'm glad you put that comment, bro, about, you having a Creole family member that's dark skin, all that. Yeah. Because motherfuckers get it twisted. Niggas be on that coon train out here, on that brainwash shit out here. Creole got good hair. I got that real nice hair that Chris Brown be talking about. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. It ain't about that. You fucking dimwit. You're talking about a small element of Creole culture. You're talking about skin tone, motherfucker? No. You talking about hair texture, motherfucker? No. Shit go deeper than that. Shit is way deeper than that. So yeah. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Definitely don't forget to check out my Teespring Make America Pay Again. Shout out to everybody who made a purchase over the past week or whatever on this Make America Pay Again and my other Teespring, my PDGAF Teespring. I appreciate that, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Every little bit helps. Appreciate it. And look, if y'all send a picture or send me a picture to my email of y'all flashing the gear, wearing the gear, you know what I mean? I'm gonna drop y'all some freebies or some shit. I'm gonna give y'all something else as a show of that, because I can push that on social media. I can push that this, there, and that. You know what I mean? So I just want to see y'all enjoy the products, man. Whatever y'all get and y'all are enjoying it, you know what I mean? Holler at me. Send me something. Send me something so I can, you know, just show the world, like, look, yeah, we doing this. Let me get it, y'all.